Hi guys, today I'm here with my monthly favorites video showing you everything that I loved throughout the month of June. I was traveling this month. If you missed my Rome or London vlogs, they were amazing trips, so I will link to both of those vlogs down below. Rome should be up by now, but I've got a couple things in here that I traveled with that I loved, along with a few other general favorites, so let's go ahead and get started. As well, if you were curious about this look, I did film it on my Instagram, so I'll link to that down below. But firstly, I want to chat about a mascara that I traveled with because when I used it in my most recent Get Ready With Me, I was totally blown away, and I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this because the Better Than Sex mascara I was kind of about, but the Damn Girl mascara, damn, it is very good. I will say the brush gets a little bit overloaded with product and it's a little bit messy, but the actual application on my lashes and the way that it makes my lashes look, it totally gives them a false lash effect. You can see it in action in that Get Ready With Me that I was chatting about. I will link to that down below, along with everything that I'm wearing on my face, but I really liked this. So if you weren't a huge fan of the Better Than Sex, I used to think that everybody loved the Better Than Sex, but when I started saying I didn't like it, even though I thought everyone else liked it, a lot of people chimed in and were like, me too, I didn't like it either. So I feel like we're pretty 50-50 split on that, but I really love this. Tons of volume, tons of length, super thick black formula. So I don't know how much longevity I'm really gonna get out of this mascara because it does feel like a little bit dry, but I enjoy that. But I don't know, I really have been liking it so far, and I didn't have issues with flaking, transfer, smudging, but I never really have that issue, but I did have it with the Better Than Sex, which I thought was interesting. So really loving this guy. Two lipsticks that I traveled with. One is a really good nude. I'm wearing this with no lip liner. I do plan on doing a nude lipsticks video. I just did a nude glosses video, so I'll link to that down below. But this is in the shade Tempting Toffee. It is one of the CoverGirl Exhibitionist lipsticks. I did a video talking about the new CoverGirl launches last year, including some swatches from this line. I think there's 40 lipsticks in the line. There's like creams, mattes, metallics. This one is a cream, and there's a demi matte formula too. So many gorgeous formulas in this line, but this one is just one of my favorites because it is a nude and it's kind of a beigey nude, but it doesn't require a lip liner or a lip gloss or layering. And as much as I love to wear like a good concoction or combination of lip colors, it is also very nice and easy just to be able to have one to throw on that is going to be nude. It is going to be a little bit nice and beige and plumpy, but at the same time it doesn't require a lot of work to make sure that it doesn't look too concealery or completely like wash me out. So this is such a good shade if you have a similar skin tone to mine. And then if you watch my London vlog, you know that I went and saw the Spice Girls. It was amazing. I was blown away. I was a little bit afraid that they were going to be kind of over it or they hated each other, but man, they were amazing. I'm not even a big concert goer. I haven't been to a concert in years, but like, it's the Spice Girls and it was such a good time. And I'll stop talking about it in a minute, but I have such a new appreciation for Mel C. She was probably my least favorite growing up. Mel B obviously was my favorite, but Mel B and Mel C totally carried the show in my opinion. Their outfits were the best, their vocals were the best, they seemed to be having the most fun and talking the most, and I was just really blown away by Mel C. So I have a new appreciation for her, a little bit late. But anyways, the lipstick that I wore to the show is from Fenty. It's in Candy Venom, I believe it is, and this did not come off my lips. I did wear it with a lip liner and I love this shade. It's a vibrant but still kind of deep lipstick, and I put it on before the show and I was drinking wine, eating chips as you do. Then we took like an hour-long Uber to the show. We were at the show for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. Then after the show we got another big Uber home. Then we got some food, and even in washing my makeup off, and I didn't try that hard to wash my makeup off, but even the next day it was still sticking around. So really beautiful long wearing formula on this. It's a matte formula, but it doesn't feel super drying or tight or like it's gonna make your lips look crackly. So you're kind of getting the longevity of a liquid lipstick with a regular lipstick formula. But that being said, these types of pinks generally do tend to be a little bit more long wearing, so they are a little bit more staining than something like a nude, but the formula overall of these lipsticks is really good. This is a mini that I got in a Sephora set, and I freaking love this shade so much. Jumping the gun a little bit on this next favorite, I still need to review this as a full-on powder foundation, but I have been using this to set my face since I got bought it, and again, I traveled with it. And when I travel with something, that means we are in a serious long-term, I trust you kind of relationship. So it is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. I had high hopes for this, as I love the liquid foundation. That was always my travel liquid foundation for about a year, as long as I had it pretty much. So I was really excited to see that they came out with the powder version of this. It is super smoothing for a powder. It doesn't look cakey on the skin. It adds nice amount of coverage over a liquid. Like I traveled with the, I'm sorry, I have an itchy nose and I have a cat hair on my lip. I think Rue is like shedding more because it's getting hot outside. But anyways, I traveled with the NARS Tinted Moisturizer, which has nice coverage, but it's not super full coverage. So I loved having the ability to add a little bit more coverage with this powder, and it is mattifying, it's smoothing like I said, and it's just a really gorgeous powder. So I haven't played around with it as much as an actual powder foundation, so stay tuned for that. That will probably be my next foundation review, I would say. But yeah, really so far so good with this, and I'm happy because I love the liquid and I did not want to be let down by the powder. This is quite new to me, but I'm so pleased with it. I don't need to test it any further to know that I love it. It is from Guerlain, and this is their that's French, highlighting stick from the terracotta line. I love their terracotta bronzers. This is in the shade just straight up gold, and it's beautiful. It has everything I want out of a cream highlighter. It gives tons of glow. You do not need to put a powder highlighter on top of it. It totally stands on its own. You could put it just straight up on your skin with no foundation. You can put it over foundation and then powder, and you still get a little bit of glow. It just is really beautiful. It's super impactful, but doesn't have chunks of glitter in there. It's still very smooth, but still very bright. And I feel like you could make it more natural or more super glowy. So very versatile. I see myself using this a lot in the summer. I will definitely be doing either a cream liquid highlighter video or a creams and a liquid highlighter video, because I've absolutely fallen in love with so many formulas over the past like year and a half, 2 years. And side note, but sometimes it takes me so long to do these videos because I keep trying more products and loving them, but they're always going to keep coming out. So I just need to get it over with, do the cream highlighter video, and if more come out, then more come out and I'll do the video. But I'm like, oh, this is new, so I should test it and then try and put it in that video, and then it's like years and years in the making. So this will definitely be showing up in a favorite cream highlighter video. And even if you have oily skin, don't be afraid. It does not slip around. It doesn't feel too oily. And like I've said before, creams can act as a really great anchor to powder products if you do have an oily skin and if you are using the right cream, because it just gives it a little bit something more. And I find I get a more natural look and a more long-lasting look, which is something I never really thought of for creams. I always just thought of it as like a dry skin or somebody with really good skin kind of thing. And yeah, I found so many over the past 2 years that have really blown me away, so this is the newest to catch my eye. Got a skincare product here. I've been using this for months and months, and I've just never thought to mention it. It is from Clarins. It's their toning lotion with iris, alcohol-free for combo and oily skin. So for a long time growing up, whenever I had acne, I would reach for like straight up rubbing alcohol or products that had a lot of alcohol in them, or just had that kind of alcohol-y feeling. Like I want to feel like it's doing something, if that makes sense. If you have acne, you may know what I'm talking about. But this has aloe in here, which is kind of soothing on the skin. It's got witch hazel in there, and then the iris root, some flower extracts in there. And this is the kind of toner that I reach for. First of all, if I'm using something that has potentially an active ingredient in there, like an AHA, BHA, glycolic acid, because it doesn't have any of those things in there, and a lot of my toners do. Or those times I will also use something hydrating, but when I don't want something hydrating, but I also don't want to dry out my skin, and my skin is kind of acting up like around that time of the month, this is the toner that I will reach for. When I just feel like my skin needs to be put in order, this is what I reach for. And I really love Clarins skincare. I've talked about it a ton. A lot of their products that I like are more moisturizers, so this was the first toner that I've tried from them. I know they have another toner that is quite popular, but if you have more oily combo skin and you're looking for something to kind of satisfy that alcohol-y toner need without it being an alcohol-y toner, this is a really good option. And where's the other thing I wanted to talk about? For acne. So you know that I've battled with cystic acne for a long time. It is mostly in the clear, but I still do get them occasionally. And with cystic acne, topical products for the most part almost 99.9% of the time don't work. For me, it was a hormonal imbalance. It wasn't anything I was putting on top of my skin, nothing like irritated it or caused flare-ups or anything like that. But the problem is I didn't have anything topical to kind of like treat it in the meantime. So I splurged on this because I was so desperate when my skin was so bad. And this is the Renee Rouleau Anti-Bump Solution, reveals clearer looking skin. So this is specifically made for cystic acne. They've got an entire line and it says that it quickly diminishes the appearances of bumps to improve the texture of skin and reveal clearer looking skin. So there's other spot treatments that I've liked in the past for just like a regular pimple, but when it comes to cystic and it's under the skin, it's very hard to get to, and this is the only thing I've seen made any difference. I won't say that it makes a cystic acne bump go away right away. There's like needles you can get for that. What is it that they inject in your face? I forget. I was gonna try that actually before I went to a wedding in September, and I was like, maybe not the time to try injecting something into my face for a pimple, but I did pick this up. Shipping to Canada has gotten better because I was talking about this on Instagram a little while ago and they were like, oh, we made it better, because I think this was like $40 maybe American plus like $20 shipping American plus customs. So I paid like almost $100 for this. So if you're in the United States, this is a better option for you. Canada, it kind of depends. Like if you have cystic acne and you've kind of gotten to that point, first of all, go see a dermatologist. That's what I did, and that's what's made the biggest difference. But when it comes to topical, this is what's made the biggest difference in terms of just trying to spot treat things that pop up out of nowhere. So yeah, really impressed with this. It definitely helps to flatten it over time. Still takes a couple days. It's not like a magic treatment, but it is the only thing that I've seen, you know, do any work on the cystic bumps that pop up on my face. Then for sunscreen, I have been using this nonstop. I traveled with it. I use it as basically like my face and body moisturizer plus my SPF. It's what I use almost every single day, even here in Toronto. It is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Sunscreen. This is, I think, probably the only sunscreen I've tried that I feel comfortable using on both my body and my face. Very rare is that ever the case. It is super lightweight. It doesn't make me greasy, but it is hydrating, so it's not mattifying, but it has that kind of like water gel texture that you expect from the other Hydro Boost lines for the most part. It doesn't have that SPF-y kind of sticky, smelly thickness to it. It's not going to turn you purple if you have a deeper skin or gray, so it's just all around really great. Comes in 30 and 50. Both of them have great textures. I'm actually almost done this. I was using the 30 while I was away because I ran out of the 50, but so good. Has hyaluronic acid in there, which is great for your skin. Cannot recommend this enough. And then lastly, from Cake Beauty, did I mention this in my last favorites video? It is the Gloss Boss Dry Styling Oil. So I like this. I had a blowout for many days. I did not wash my hair while I was away, and then I had the blow up before and when I came back, and then I also use this in curly hair. So I love a product that I can use in both hair textures that I have because it's just easy and you're saving money, you know? So this is good. It says it's for dry hair reviving, weightless repairing, does it all styling. For a day like today, I used it right before I filmed to add a little shine and reduce a little bit of frizz. When I have a blowout, I'll use it like days after my blowout to kind of smooth things out before I retouch up with the flat iron. It's really nice and light. Cake Beauty is a Canadian brand. They are cruelty-free, available at Shoppers Drug Mart, available in the United States as well. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember exactly where. No parabens, sulfates, or phthalates, and it's just a really nice oil, curly or straight. And I've really been enjoying actually Cake Beauty. I've tried now their curl definer, their leave-in. I've really been liking the entire line. So that is everything that I loved this month. Let me know down below if there's anything this month that stood out for you. And if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!